Imagine for a moment that you could never feel pain. Not a paper cut, not a broken bone, not a burn from a hot stove. Sounds like a superhero origin story, doesn't it? In comic books and movies, characters who can't feel pain are practically invincible. But today, I want to take you into the real world of a condition called congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP, and ask a question that seems almost obvious until you actually look at the evidence. Is the no pain gene really a superpower, or is it one of the most dangerous conditions a human body can inherit? Let's start with the facts. Congenital insensitivity to pain is described in the medical literature as an extremely rare phenotype characterized by the inability to perceive pain from birth. People with CIP feel no pain from any noxious stimulus, no cuts, no burns, no inflammation, no heat. Welcome to Science Curiosity. And when I say rare, I mean truly rare, roughly 1 in a million. So we are talking about a genuine medical mystery, not a common disorder. Crucially, other senses stay intact. People with CIP still feel touch, vibration, pressure, and position. Their reflexes work, their muscles work, they just can't feel that a stimulus is harmful, and that single missing signal changes everything. Now here's where the superpower fantasy collapses. Pain, it turns out, is not our enemy. It's our body's alarm system. Take away the alarm and the damage doesn't stop. You just stop knowing about it. The research describes what actually happens to affected children. Infants and young children commonly bite off their own fingertips. They bite the tips of their tongues. They injure the insides of their teeth and gums. They suffer burns because they can't tell if something is too hot or too cold. As people grow older, it gets worse. Fractures happen without warning and go undetected, leading to permanent bone deformities. Charcot joints, a form of neuropathic joint destruction, are described as almost universal, most commonly affecting the ankles, hips, and lumbar spine. Corneal injuries develop silently because the corneal reflex is absent, and corneal transplants often fail because the new tissue has no protective nerve supply either. So the superpower turns out to be a slow-motion catastrophe. Where does this come from? CIP is genetic. The research identifies 7 genes whose mutations can cause it: CLTCL1, NGF, NTRK1, PRDM12, SCN9A, SCN11A, and ZFHX2. Most of these are inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern, meaning a child must inherit a faulty copy from both parents. 2, SCN11A and ZFHX2 are autosomal dominant. Each gene produces a slightly different condition. For example, NTRK, 1 mutations, also known as HSAN4, cause insensitivity to pain plus anhidrosis, the inability to sweat, along with intellectual disability and vulnerability to Staphylococcus aureus infections. SCN9, A mutations knock out the sodium channel and also cause anosmia, loss of smell. PRDM, 12 mutations affect the development of pain-sensing neurons themselves. SCN11, A mutations can cause the opposite of anhidrosis, hyperhidrosis, or excessive sweating. What unites them all is that they either destroy nociceptors, the specialized nerve cells that detect harm, or prevent those neurons from ever developing normally. Let's talk about the costs the superpower narrative never mentions. Infections. Many affected individuals show a selectively reduced immunity to Staphylococcus aureus, leading to recurrent abscesses, soft tissue infections, and osteomyelitis, bone infections. Temperature. Many patients cannot sweat properly. That means they can't cool themselves. Hyperpyrexia. Dangerously high fever can be fatal if untreated. In cold environments, they can slide into hypothermia without noticing. Development. Depending on the gene involved, intellectual disability, hyperactivity, impulsivity, and attention deficits are common, especially with NTRK1 mutations. So, how do people with CIP survive? The answer is, with extraordinary vigilance. There is no cure. Management is entirely supportive. Recommendations include daily body checks by parents and caregivers looking for unrecognized injuries, dental exams every 6 months to prevent silent infections of the jaw, annual ophthalmology reviews to catch corneal damage, regular orthopedic assessments, including x-rays of the spine, hips, knees, and ankles, every 1 to 3 years. Families are advised to install stair gates, pad sharp furniture edges, guard heating devices, and provide medic alert bracelets. Patients are told to avoid contact sports, jumping, hot showers, heating blankets, and extreme temperatures. In other words, to live safely without pain, you have to consciously simulate the function of pain every single day for your entire life. So the gene isn't a superpower for the person who carries it. It's a superpower for the rest of us. A key that may one day unlock better pain relief for everyone. So is the no pain gene really a superpower? The honest answer is no. Pain is not a bug in the human system. It is one of its most essential features. It's the reason we pull our hand from a flame, rest a sprained ankle, or go to a doctor when something is wrong. People born without it don't gain invincibility. They lose their body's most important warning system. The real superpower isn't the absence of pain, it's what pain does for us. Quietly, constantly, keeping us alive. So the next time you stub your toe and wince, smile a little. That pain is your body doing its job. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more stories, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Your support keeps this channel alive. See you in the next one. Disclaimer: this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified physician or genetic counselor for any concerns about your health or a medical condition.